Pre-game programming in just a moment. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
Hello, Bellarmine family. This is George Sell.
And get great rewards while you're on the go. Find Thornton's locations near you, search the lowest gas prices in town, and get great offers on fuel, snacks, fresh food, and more. Thornton's all-new mobile app. Download today from the...
Back to courtside for Bellarmine men's basketball.
Welcome to the Louisville Catholic Sports pregame show. Before the Bellarmine Knights take on Midway University, we're talking to junior Brent Bach from the Knights. Brent, got to go back. I ask all of you guys the experience of playing in Assembly Hall, the Yum Center in Cincinnati. Tell me what that was like.
I mean, it's always fun, and it's definitely three cool places to play, great teams to play, and it really sets us up for the rest of the season, playing against three tough teams, and I think it was 6 days. It's definitely difficult, but like I said, it sets us up for the great season that I think we're having.
Yeah, nobody else plays 3 exhibition games like that in America.
Right. Yeah.
What have you worked on from last year to this year, Brent? You and the other 3 guards are pretty much interchangeable. What have you worked on to get better at?
Definitely defense. Over the summer, just trying to get my feet work right, and that was. I feel like it's a big improvement for me. I think my defense is starting to come along over the years since I've been here, just trying to adjust to the speed of the game. And being an upperclassman, I definitely know how the system works, and playing with these guys for a while. So
it's definitely getting better. Like I said, don't you agree that you and Tyler Jenkins and Al Davis and give me the other one, Jared Coles, pretty much interchangeable?
Yeah,
you're a little bit better shooter than those 3 guys, but they play a little bit better defense.
Right. Yeah. It's definitely it's hard for teams because we're running in and out fresh guys all the time, guarding certain players. So you never know who you're going to get, and whoever's in there is doing a great job. I feel like so. I mean, the spot's always interchangeable, and we do what we can do.
Let's go back to a couple nights ago, playing Christian Brothers on Wednesday night. It's 2019. You guys are down by 1. A little over half of the first half has been played, and all of a sudden y'all go on a 10-0 run and spearheaded by your 2 threes. How'd that feel?
It felt great. We came out a little slow, but once we started moving the ball and getting the right passes, things started going our way. But it all started defensively. They're a very complex offensive team. They run the Princess offense really, really well, and that was our game plan going through the game is it starts in defense, and I think we did a great job at that, and then that worked into our offense.
That's probably one of the toughest offenses to guard, and I thought you all did a better job at doing that than any team I've seen here in the 12 years I've been here.
Right, yeah, and the prep work from the assistants and coach was great. We knew exactly what to do. Every play they would run, we knew the spots. So, it all starts with the prep work the days before, and then we come in and we perform.
Okay, we'll be right back to talk to Brent about tonight's game with Midway after this commercial break. This is the Louisville Catholic Sports pregame show.
If you've been looking to buy a new or used car from
Men's basketball with Doug Orme and Mark Bug.
4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the Louisville Catholic Sports pregame show. We're talking to Brent Bach, the junior guard for the Bellarmine Knights, before we take on Midway. Midway comes in here, Brent, 1-10, just got their first win as a university the other night. Tell me a little bit about this team.
Like you said, they're kind of a new team, and they're just trying to adjust to things. But I feel like if we come in and we play Bellarmine basketball, we'll be just fine. They're very quick. They have some good guards, and they can definitely shoot the ball. So, as long as we contain them from the three, make them bounce the ball, and, get up and down a little bit, I think our size will definitely play a big factor in the game. They don't have too many big guys. So I think as long as, we play our game and get up and down the floor a little bit, I think we'll be just fine.
And Coach won't let you guys come in there overlooking this team, will he?
No, definitely not. He's made that very clear in the past two practices. We don't overlook anyone. We just go out and play the next game. And that's our mindset through the whole season, just looking to the next game, not looking into the future or anything like that. So, this team is very capable of doing things that we haven't seen all season. So I definitely think it's going to be a tough task for us.
Okay, well, good luck today. You're off to a good start and good year for you personally this year so far, Brent. Good luck down the rest of the way.
All right, thank you.
All right, that's Brent Bach, junior guard for the Knights, before the Knights take on Midway University. Get ready for that tip-off. This has been the Louisville Catholic Sports pregame show.
Hi, I'm Bellarmine coach Scott Davenport for Park Community. Their friendly, expert staff always has your best interest in mind. They look for ways to save and make you money because you're an important friend and neighbor. For free checking, a great loan rate, and more, I recommend Park Community Credit Union.
the Taking Care of Business Keys to the Game. Sponsored by American Fortune Merger and Acquisition. We maximize business value and transfer business success.
The crowd here at Knights Hall on their feet, clapping in unison as the Bellarmine Knights, with a record of 7-1, ranked 7th in the land, are back home to take on Midway University. Time for those Taking Care of Business Keys to the Game. We bring you Mark Bugg.
Well, I tell you what, this is going to be a game where the starters are going to have to play hard, or they're going to come out immediately. This is a game that give the bottom 8 or 9 guys a lot of experience and a lot of confidence, because they're going to get to play a lot tonight. This team is coming in here at 1-10. This should not be a very difficult game for Bellarmine, but the starters better play, or they're going to get taken out quickly, and those the subs are going to stand there for a long time.
This game that Midway won the other day, Midway against Brescia, the Eagles led by 17 with 9 minutes to go. Brescia then made a big comeback and took a 73-72 lead with just under 2 minutes to play, and then Midway closed the game out. A 7-0 run started by a field goal by Bryson Harris, and they had 4 players score in double figures. Brandon Maxwell had 18, and Midway out-rebounded Brescia 37-32.
Had 5 guys in double figures, Doug.
Did they? One more on this one?
Yeah, so one of the subs, Will Hudson, had 11 points.
That's right, he did. Had shot 5 of 9 from the field.
And they shot 49% for the game, so that was good, but we'll see if they shoot that out tonight.
There's the tip controlled by Eberhard to Troutman, and the Knights have it going from left to right, dressed in the white, trimmed with burgundy. Midway in the blue, trimmed with gold or bright yellow. Here's a pass to Eberhard. Nice feed underneath, and there's a layup for George Knott.
We've seen that a lot in the last few games against the 2-3 zone. Eberhard in the middle and bouncing it to George underneath for a layup.
Maxwell at the top of the circle on the right side. Gets it off there to Milligan. Milligan on the left wing to Johnson. Cross court high right to Smothers. Tyler holds it over his head. Feeds it off into the right wing to Maxwell. Down low it goes to Johnson. Nice pass underneath, and a shot from the left baseline missed by Milligan, and the Knights with the rebound. Quickly, Davis down the floor it goes. Eberhard, another layup.
Transition, that was quick there. Al Davis, full speed, hit Adam for an easy layup on the left side.
Milligan playing with the headband. Between the circles, high right to Maxwell.
Right there. He pushed twice.
And a foul against, as Mark pointed out, the push by Smothers. That's his first foul. Mark, the 3 or 4 of these players from Midway came from St. Catherine.
Yeah.
Which, of course, is no longer a school. And Bellarmine was the benefit, too, because they got some wrestlers, and they've started their wrestling program here at Bellarmine. Here's Troutman on the right wing, out high left to Jenkins, to Davis out front, to Eberhard, right of the circle. Adam out front to Davis, alone for a three-pointer, on the rim and no good. The rebound collected by Smothers of Midway. Gets it down the floor quickly to Milligan. Milligan left side of the circle, out front to Smothers. Smothers bounce pass left of the key to Maxwell. Looks down for Harris, can't find him. Harris comes out to take it, now drives to the left elbow. Left side to Maxwell, his 3 is off the mark. Troutman boards for Bellarmine. Gets it to Davis, 18-20 to play in the half. Davis, front court, right side, Troutman, into the right corner to Jenkins for a 3. He got it.
3 good passes right around the horn. Tyler hits a 3 from the corner.
Jenkins, with his 10th three-point hit of the year, shoots 39% from downtown, and Bellarmine out to a 7-0 lead. Maxwell at the top right, fakes a pass inside to Smothers out front. Now right of the circle, gets it to Johnson. Johnson to Smothers, left of the key. Looks in, nobody home there. Out front, Maxwell with it against Knott. Maxwell puts it on the deck, drives into the lane, and he's called for steps. The defense collapsed on him.
He kind of lost his balance in there and stumbled right into the defenders.
7-0 Bellarmine. We played 2 minutes and 16 seconds. Baskets by Knott and Eberhard, and a 3 by Jenkins. Davis starts up against some 1-2-2 pressure by Midway. Now they throw it over the time stripe to Eberhard, top of the circle. Now Troutman out front to Jenkins on the right wing. A screen from Knott. Out front to Davis. Davis needs help, shoots from the left elbow, on the rim, not there. Smothers boxes out nicely, grabs the rebound, gets it now into the front court to Milligan. High right it goes to Harris, and his three rims out. War for the rebound is last touched by Midway, and it'll come back to Bellarmine. The Eagles have had some decent shots.
I thought this team might not be any better than Ohio U, but I think they are. I think they're a little bit better than Ohio that was in here.
Look more
on the only home game we've had so far.
Yeah, look like a quicker team than Ohio Valley to me. Here's Troutman out front for Bellarmine. Top right to Jenkins. Now to Davis between the circles. Al works down the left of the lane to Knott down low. Left side out to Troutman. He got bumped there. And a foul against the Midway Eagles. It'll go against Johnson, his first.
Midway has 12 freshmen on this squad, only 2 seniors. 2 seniors, 2 sophomores, and 12 freshmen.
Yeah, again, this is their first year as a program. Out front to Davis, off the inbounds. Right side, Jenkins to Eberhard, right baseline. Out to Troutman, left of the circle from a diagonal pass from Eberhard. Rusty steps inside the line and knocks down an 18-footer.
Yeah, he was wide open for the 3. I don't know why he didn't take that. But he did. Stepped inside and hit the 15-footer.
9-0 Bellarmine, 16:30 to play in the half. Harris out front, down the left of the lane, underhand scoop, blocked by Eberhard, and Harris caught it, but he was on the baseline, and it'll come back to Bellarmine. Knights off to a quick start here. Coach Joe Krapinski down to our right, standing with his arms folded, kind of a scowl on his face. It's tough when you first start a basketball program and you're taking on one of the top teams in a division that's higher than yours. Davis driving, but makes a pass that hits the bottom of the board, and a turnover for Bellarmine, and the Eagles the other way. Maxwell out front on the dribble. Maxwell with 18 against Brescia the other night. Here's a 3, and it goes in for Bryson Harris.
He's got a nice shot.
Midway on the board, 9-3 Bellarmine, 15:50 to play in the half. Davis over the stripe to Knott. Left side, Jenkins drives the baseline to a cutting Eberhard down the lane, and he puts it in.
Great pass by Jenkins. I thought he was going in the corner, but instead he finds Adam going down the middle of the lane, and Adam lays it in and gets the foul.
Smothers picked up the foul. That's his second, and that'll get us to a timeout. Adam Eberhard, averaging 19 points a game, is off to a quick start with 4 here for the Knights. And with 15:41 to play in the half, Bellarmine leads Midway 11-3. This is Bellarmine men's basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network. Capjoy Chilton Medley CPAs and Advisors, offering a full range of accounting, audit, tax planning, and consulting services for businesses of all sizes, nonprofits, and individuals. As sponsor of Best Coverage, MCM is proud to donate a blanket to Blanket Louisville to help the area's needy during these cold months. And the cold weather has certainly arrived here in the last 48 hours or thereabouts. With Mark Bugg, this is Doug Orme, and Bellarmine with the lead. Here 11-3, the Knights averaging 81 points per game. That's 101st in the land. They do have some top 10 numbers that will pass along here as the broadcast continues. Scoring defense, for example, Bellarmine allowing just 63 points per game. Adam Eberhard shooting 62% from the field and 53% from the three-point line. Completes the three-point play after that foul a moment ago, and he now is at 86% from the free throw line, and Bellarmine leads it 12-3. Maxwell at the high right now to Jake Logston, who is checked in. Out front to Johnson. Brandon left side to Maxwell. A pass down low. It goes there. And now they work it around to the right side at long range. Milligan, right side into the corner Milligan comes out front with 3 seconds to shoot. Got free, misses the driving layup, and the war for the rebound is won by Eberhard of Bellarmine. To Jenkins, Tyler into the right of the lane, nearly walked, throws it out to Troutman, left wing. To Knott, now out front to Jenkins, to Davis on the right side. Jenkins out front to Troutman, left of the circle. Eberhard in the left corner, out to Davis, fakes the three, works to the right of the lane, in traffic, 8 seconds to shoot. Got it down low. Eberhard goes up strong, but he is fouled underneath. And that one is going to go against Jake Logsdon from Rumsey, Kentucky. Played at McLean County High School. That's his first foul and the 4th on the team. Bellarmine has not committed a foul.
No, I'm laughing at Al. He's laughing at himself. He's off to kind of a rough start. He can't make a shot, and he's getting in that paint and can't find anybody open.
Eberhard hits another free throw. Adam is coming into the game was 19 out of 22 from the stripe on the year. And he's perfect today, 3 for 3.
What'd you just ask me a minute ago when I was laughing at Al? I forgot what you said. You asked me something.
I'll think of it here in a moment. Maybe. 3 subs getting ready to check in for Bellarmine here at the next dead ball. Harris on the left wing. Clears it way out front there to Johnson for Midway. Johnson into the foul circle. Out front to Maxwell. High left. They get it now to Harris. Harris left to the key. Spins on Jenkins into the lane. Feeds it out right side to Johnson. Fakes the 3. 2 seconds to shoot. Throws it inside, and the ball knocked away, and that's a shot clock violation against Midway. Alex Cook, Jarrett Coles, Brent Bach in for Bellarmine, Mark.
Bellarmine defense been really, really solid. Only 1 field goal made by Midway so far.
Yeah, they were 1 for 5 at the last media timeout. 14-14 to play in the half. Eberhard, sideline left in backcourt, floats a pass to Coles. He brings it over the time stripe, picks up the dribble, double team, got it to Eberhard, and now to Cook on the foul circle. Left wing to Bach. Fake the 3.
It's a 1-3-1 half-court trap that time. First time we've seen that. Now they fall back into a 2-3.
Cook, left side of the circle, into the right corner to Troutman. Pulls up at the right baseline, missed the jumper. Logsdon runs down the rebound and gets it to Milligan for Midway. Left side, it goes to Harris. His 3 is off the mark. Troutman with the rebound. Up ahead to Coles. 3-on-2 to a driving Bach, and he lays it in.
Say that their offense, their transition offense has just been terrific all year, and it's right on the same page today.
Yeah, looked like they've upped their level of play. 16-3. Bellarmine by 13. Logsdon, right side of the circle for Midway. Out front to Maxwell. Maxwell looks down low, can't find anyone. Goes to Harris, right side of the circle. Back to Maxwell. Out front to Milligan. Milligan on the dribble. Angles left at long range. Hands it back out front. Maxwell wheels into the paint. The floater banked it too strong. War for the rebound. Troutman has it for Bellarmine. To Coles down the left side of the lane. The lob underneath. Eberhard, nice catch, and he puts it in.
2 great assists back-to-back for Jarrett Coles.
And a 30-second timeout being called for by Midway with 12:52 left in the first half. And Ben Wire goes to the scorer's table for Bellarmine. He'll be checking in a moment. Passport Health Plans is proud to sponsor the Bellarmine University Student Athletes Community Service Program, Nights in Action. Both Passport Health Plans and Bellarmine are dedicated to helping Kentuckians live healthier lives. For more information, go to passporthealthplan.com.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say some of the other numbers here for Bellarmine early in the season nationally. The Knights ranked 9th in the country in field goal percentage, 52%, and 8th in field goal percentage defense, 38.4. So the numbers look good in a lot of key areas for Bellarmine here in the early going, Mark.
Yeah, they do. They're playing lights out so far. Got a bunch of subs in now. Got Rusty, the only remaining starter in there. It's just going to be good to see these substitutes gain some confidence here tonight.
Milligan out high right to a new man in for Bellarmine. That's Crizel Mitchell from out of Detroit. He throws it back out front. And now they get it to Logsdon, right side of the lane. Logsdon turns. He's double teamed. Clears a pass way out front. And it's saved up near the midcourt line. They get it to Johnson. He drives, missed the shot. War for the rebound, and a foul in the backcourt against Midway. And that's going to go against Crizel Mitchell, his first. Also in is Will Hudson, from out of Calhoun, Kentucky. Played at McLean County High as well.
I tell you, Rusty Troutman already has 5 rebounds. He's coming up with all the loose balls for Bellarmine today.
18-3, Knights by 15. Wire at the top left. Into the left corner to Cook. Cook, a couple of dribbles on the left wing. Into the corner to Troutman. Down low to Wire. Bounces back to Troutman. Wide open for a three-pointer. Off the mark. Rebound fought for. Cook got it. His long reach. Pulled it in, and then he lays it in.
Long reach plus those quick jumping legs. He's going to be one heck of a player.
20-3, Bellarmine on top. Here's a near steal by Troutman, but the pass came on the left wing to Milligan. Out front to Logsdon. Now to Hudson out high right. Down to the right corner it goes there to Mitchell. Mitchell out to Logsdon, right of the lane. He gives it to Milligan on the left wing. 8 seconds to shoot. Milligan between the circles gets a screen. Long range. Bounce pass. Here's Mitchell driving, and he's called for steps with 1 second on the shot clock. And that'll get us to a timeout.
Okay, I'll talk when we get back.
All right, look forward to that. Hold your thought. 11:30 to play in the half. It's all Bellarmine to this point. The Knights 20, Midway 3. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network. Back to Troutman, top of the circle. Rusty on a drive, rumbles to the basket and lays it in.
Just one tough guy to guard. Rusty
like
took it from the free throw line all the way and got bumped 2 or 3 times going through there.
Looked like a running back. Here's Hudson working to the left of the circle, stops and jumps. It doesn't go. War for the rebound. It is won by Mitchell of Midway. He and Cook scrapping to try to tie up there. And that's what they rule in the possession arrow. We'll give it to Midway. 22-3, Bellarmine with the lead, 10:53 to play in the half. Johnson to inbound for Midway, baseline right. Needs some help with it. Into the right corner to Mitchell, stops and jumps, blocked by Cook. Alex with 8 blocks now on the year, up ahead to Troutman, score it, and he's fouled. Cook started it with the block, and Troutman with the finish off the good pass from Alex Cook.
Just transition offense is just getting better and better. And this team's fast. They're getting back, and we're still throwing the perfect pass.
The foul was against Harris of Bellarmine, or other Midway. Now Mitchell is out, and coming back in is Tyler Smothers for Midway. And Troutman with 6 points will look for 7 at the line. Rusty averaging 12 a game and an 89% free throw shooter. He's only missed 2 all year, and he puts that one in. 7 points for Troutman. 25-3. Bellarmine with 10:40 to play in the half. Johnson at the top right, working at long range, down the left of the lane, fumbles, regains, gets it out to Smothers. Wide open 3, down the well it goes for Tyler Smothers.
They've hit 2 threes now. It's all they've got.
25-6. Bellarmine, right corner, Troutman working, down low, Eberhard, another layup. Adam Eberhard has not missed. He's got 11 first half points here. There's a drive by Johnson from the left of the lane, misses it. Rebound to Cook. Bellarmine on the run again. Davis pass up to Troutman. Eberhard coming down the lane, and he lost control of the ball. It goes out of bounds. He thought he got fouled. It'll come back to Midway. And Bellarmine brings 2 more subs in. Skylar Hunter, sophomore out of Mayfield, and Caleb Taylor, the freshman from London, coming in.
Skylar needs to hit him a couple threes here this game.
Yeah, Skylar is 0 for 8 from behind the line. He's due.
He's a real good shooter, too.
Logsdon out front to Hudson. Hudson to Logsdon, left side of the circle. They look in, trying to find Smothers. They can't. Logsdon puts down a couple of dribbles. Way out high right now to Harris. Harris, who had 18 the other night in their win against Brescia, working now down low. Smothers, reverse layup, no good. Jenkins rebounds for Bellarmine. Knights on the run once again, going from left to right. Jenkins underneath to Taylor. Caleb had it knocked away, recovered by Eberhard. Out front to Jenkins, to Hunter, top of the key. Right corner to Davis. Davis down low to Taylor. Caleb faces left side of the circle to Jenkins for a 3. On the rim and no good.
No.
Taylor rebounds, couldn't finish it. And Smothers with the rebound for Midway.
Oh, Caleb with a good rebound that time. Had a pretty easy layup and just shot it off one side, off the other side of the rim.
27-6, Bellarmine. Hudson deep in the right corner, launches a 3. Count it. That's another 3 for Midway. Their third of the game, and it's 27-9. Bellarmine by 18.
3 out of 6 for Midway from the 3.
Eberhard right of the circle, out front to Davis. Davis, one bounce, gives to Hunter. Left wing it comes to Jenkins. Underneath to Hunter by himself. Fakes, goes up and can't score, but is fouled by Smothers. And I think that is his third. Yep, it is. 7th on the team, and Skylar Hunter, who has missed his only free throw try this year, steps up there now for the Knights, averaging just under a point a game.
It's a good judgment by Skylar. That's a lob play, and the pass wasn't quite a lob. And instead of him trying to force it, he came back down with it and then faked the man in the air and then jumped into him.
Missed the first free throw. Here comes Maxwell and Milligan back in for Midway. Johnson and Smothers sit down for the Eagles.
Bellarmine 64% right now.
Hunter
Midway 20.
Missed the second one. 27-9, 8.5 to play in the first half. Harris for Midway. Out high now to Mitchell. Mitchell to Logsdon inside the three-point line, left side. Now he retreats on the dribble, throws it out top right to Harris. Harris to Hudson between the circles, 7 seconds to shoot. Midway attacking with Hudson left of the lane to Logsdon into the foul lane, and he is called for steps.
Lost his balance there and tried to dribble it and maintain his balance, but got called for a couple extra steps.
Yeah, they knew they were up against the clock, too. It was starting to tick down, the shot clock. So they were trying to rush a little bit. Eberhard way out high left to Taylor between the circles. Up top to Jenkins. Jenkins to Eberhard, left of the key to Taylor, posting left of the lane. Caleb working, throws it right corner to Jenkins, out to Davis, left of the circle to Hunter. Tees up a 3, count it.
There we go. Got to reverse that time, and Skylar wide open and nails his first 3 of the year.
30-9, Bellarmine on top, 7:35 to play in the first half. Harris now out front to Maxwell. Maxwell a pass down in the lane to Milligan. Feeds it out to Logsdon right side. Out front to Harris. A straight on look at the 3. Back of the rim no good. And Taylor rebounds for Bellarmine. Gives it off to Davis. Al motors into the lane. Dumps it off to Eberhard. Right side to Hunter. Back to Eberhard to a cutting Jenkins. And he lays it in.
I tell you, there's a lot of flashes down the lane today, and we're finding every one of them.
32-9. Bellarmine with the lead. Maxwell for Midway out front. Right of the circle. It goes to Logsdon, now to Hudson, top of the key. Hudson a pass into the paint. It goes to Milligan, turns inside and drops in a 2-pointer.
First 2-pointer. We've got only 6:51 left in the half, so great job by the Bellarmine defense.
Midway does have 3 threes. They have 11 points, 32-11. Bellarmine on top with Hunter, right side of the circle to Davis. Davis looking for Taylor, stops and jumps, and Al Davis hits a three.
Al's been looking for that basket all day long. Finally hits the longest one he's shot.
Davis, a 42% three-point shooter on the year. Maxwell at the high right to Logsdon. Taylor gives him room. Now to Harris, top of the key. To Hudson, right side of the circle. Left side it comes to Harris. He fakes Eberhard, moves inside the line, a 15-footer. Back of the rim, doesn't go. Hunter rebounds for Bellarmine. Up ahead to Davis. He's 1 on 3, doesn't have the numbers. Out to Hunter, wide open for another three. Good again.
Same spot. He's found his spot now.
It's amazing how quickly your percentage can go up when you haven't shot that many, and then you finally hit a couple.
And it's amazing after you hit one, you finally you get hot. You get that confidence.
Maxwell right of the key to Logsdon, left side of the circle against Taylor. Bounce pass on the high right to Harris. Foul line extended right comes to Maxwell, drives into the lane, his shot blocked by Taylor, but we've got a foul called against Bellarmine. It's on Hunter. That'll be his first, and only the first on Bellarmine, and that comes with 5 minutes and 33 seconds to play here in the first half, and the Knights leading big by 27. It's Bellarmine 38 and Midway 11. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
When Bellarmine
Back to Bellarmine men's basketball with Doug Orme and Mark Bugg.
Bellarmine shooting 71% with 11 assists on 15 made field goals. The Knights led in scoring by Adam Eberhard, who's 4 of 4 from the floor and 3 of 3 from the three-point line. Rusty Troutman having a good game. 7 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists for the Knights.
Yeah, Adam, all his points have been right in the paint there, just layups, just off of great passes from his teammates.
Maxwell on the line for Midway. He was fouled there before our break, and he hits both of his foul shots coming out. So it's a 38-13 Bellarmine lead now, 5.5 to play. Jarrett Coles has checked back in for the Knights, and so has Willie Scherfranz for the first time today. Brent Bach also back in. Jenkins with it now for Bellarmine, top of the circle, left side to Bach. Looks in, nobody home. George Knott has also come back for Bellarmine. Jenkins looking, faking, left the lane. Out front, Scherfranz. And now to Cole's right wing. In the right corner to Bach. His three is good.
Brent, you can just see the confidence coming along with Brent each game.
Bellarmine by 28 now, 41-13, 4:53 to play in the half. Harris at the top. Right side to Maxwell. He'll launch one from deep and hit it. It's a 2. Maxwell's foot was on the line. And it's 41-15 Bellarmine. Coles front court directing traffic with a left hand. Angles right at long range to Jenkins. Now to Knott up top. Right of the circle to Scherfranz. Fakes a pass down low. Now goes instead to Coles at the top left. Coles to Jenkins on the left wing. Tyler, a one-bounce dribble, right side to Bach. Now to Knott, underneath to Scherfranz. Missed the shot. Willie got his own rebound, fights for it, knocks it back out near midcourt where Coles retrieves for Bellarmine. A fresh shot clock for the Knights. Jenkins deep on the left wing. A pass to Knott, down low to Scherfranz. Left corner to Jenkins, kicks it out to Bach. Bach drives into the lane, underneath to Knott, missed the layup, and the rebound collected by Maxwell of Midway. Whew.
3 good looks that time in the paint, just couldn't get it to go.
Maxwell to Milligan, right corner it goes to Hudson, steps back and fires up a 3, bullseye. He can shoot.
Yeah, this team's not as bad as I originally thought.
As the score indicates.
They're pretty good.
41-18 in favor of Bellarmine. At the high left, Shorefrans for Bellarmine. Now to Coles at the right of the circle. Right side it goes to Bach above the three-point line. To Knott, right of the lane. Cross-court pass left side. Jenkins for 3. Splash.
Great pass, Knott that time. All the way across the floor to find Tyler wide open in the corner.
His second 3. He's got 11 triples on the year, and a shot missed from the right side by Harris. And the rebound to Bellarmine. Bounce pass up ahead to Jenkins, and now he is fouled by Maxwell. And that comes with 3:04 to play here in the first half, and that'll get us to a timeout. Bellarmine leads it 44-18. The Knights hitting from the 2-point area and from the 3 as well. We'll tell you about that when we come back. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
Ready for a night on the town with your friends? Two Vets and a limo is veteran owned and operated, and the staff continues to offer dedicated service to the community, like their dedicated service in the military, limo rental, party bus, and airport shuttle.
Low to Shorefrans, and Willie with a left-hand layup puts it in.
Another cut down the lane. Jarrett Coles finds Willie that time for another 2 points in the paint.
Maxwell out front for Midway. Bellarmine up 47-21. 2 minutes to play. here in the half. Here's a three by Johnson, left wing, way off, and the ball batted out of bounds. Last touch by Midway. Well, now Bellarmine is not going to complete the half with that 5. Caleb Taylor, Ben Wire, and Al Davis come back in for the Knights.
Almost every dead ball, there's some subs going in for Bellarmine. Playing everybody today. Everybody's played so far except Daniel Ramser, and he's still not ready to go. Promised me that he'd be ready next weekend.
And we all know Daniel never goes back on a promise. Bellarmine with the ball with 1:40 to play in the half. Wire in the right corner, down low, and there is Taylor for an easy deuce.
Freshman to freshman that time, 6'9" to 6'9" for an easy layup.
Well, you're going to shoot 70% when you get shots that close to the basket. Mitchell right wing to Johnson, right of the lane for Midway. Back in the right corner to Hudson. Fakes Bach, now steps back. Another 3 is good for Hudson. Now he's got 3 of them. Will Hudson averaging 8.5 points per game and a 35% three-point shooter on the year. Bellarmine with the ball, leading by 25, 49-24. Davis top of the circle, now in the foul circle, out front to Wire. Right side to Rhett Troutman, to Davis, right of the key. Al's pass on the left wing to Bach, pumps up a 3, bingo.
Wow. Another nice pass by Al Davis that time. He's kind of shaking his head.
The Augusta rifle, Brent Bach has 2 threes, 52-24. Bellarmine with the lead. Bach now with 5 threes in his last, game and a half now.
Yeah.
Maxwell, a bounce feed down low, and he threw it wide of the intended receiver. That was Jerry Milligan down there.
Yep, had to throw it wide because Al was going to pick it off if he didn't.
There's a whistle and a sub coming in. Logsdon replacing Brandon Maxwell. But I'm like you, Mark. I think Midway, when they get back into their level, they're going to win some games.
Yeah, I can't believe they've lost 10 already. They're better than a 110 team.
Wire out front in backcourt to Davis. Comes over the time stripe. He's double teamed. Needs help. Goes to Bach, who came out to help him. Now back to Davis. 14 seconds to shoot. 18 seconds to play in the half. Bach with it out front. Swings it around right side to Rhett Troutman. Out front to Davis. Davis faking. Dribbles left of the lane underneath Taylor. Put it up no good. Caleb got his own. One bounce dribble and puts it in.
He's tough to guard in there. He's so big and strong.
52-24. Hudson flings one from the backcourt, and it is short and wide. And that is the end of the half. It is Bellarmine 54 and Midway 24. Felton Spencer, the assistant coach for the Knights, will join us here after he gets his headset on and microphone adjusted. Felton, Bellarmine started this game very quickly, got up to a great start. What did you see here in this first half?
We did a good job of executing and moving the basketball. When we got into the zone and were able to find open guys to get them at a bit of a disadvantage. We did a good job with not turning the ball over and making them work really hard to get everything they got.
Everybody has gotten in. Everybody has played. How does that boost morale for everyone?
It's a great opportunity for the guys that don't get to play a lot to have some confidence-building minutes out there on the floor, get an opportunity to get a little bit of experience, kind of get those jitters out, and they're used to being out there on the floor.
You have worked with Caleb Taylor a lot, and unfortunately had the back spasms and kind of got behind a little bit. How do you see his progress here, not only today here, but in practice?
Caleb's doing a great job. He's working really hard. He's getting a better feel for the game and the speed of the game. He's got great hands. He's been making some great catches out there on the floor today for us. He's got a couple buckets. And again, the opportunity to get in and play and get those jitters out, I think, is going to be a big plus for us down the road.
We thank you for coming by. I appreciate it.
It's a pleasure, guys.
That's Caleb Taylor. That's Felton Spencer. Caleb would like to have the career that Felton Spencer
might be the only guy in the building stronger than Caleb.
54-24 is the halftime score. We will come back with our halftime festivities, and that includes the first half statistics. That'll be coming up next here as we continue. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
Like Bellarmine basketball, Highland Insurance is a family. For over 30 years, Highland Insurance
leads Midway 54-24. We'll have a halftime guest here in just a couple of minutes, but first, let's run down some of the numbers. Bellarmine shooting 70% from the field, 21 out of 30. They've held Midway to 33%, 8 for 24. The Knights are 7 of 10 from the three-point line, so they've matched their overall field goal percentage from behind the arc, 7 of 10. Midway is 5 of 10, 50%. From the foul line, Bellarmine 5 of 8, 62.5, and Midway 3 of 3 for 100%. The Knights own the rebounding 19-8. They've got 16 assists on their 21 field goals, and Midway with just 3 assists. 6 turnovers committed by the Eagles, just 2 by Bellarmine. 2 blocks for the Knights, 1 for Midway, and 1 steal for the Eagles, none for Bellarmine. Points in the paint, big advantage for Bellarmine, 26-4. And they also lead in fast break points, 8-0. Second chance points, 4-0. And points off turnovers, 7-3. Individually, a balanced scoring attack. Adam Eberhard has 11 to lead the way, 9 for Tyler Jenkins, 8 points for Brent Bach. 6 points go to Skylar Hunter. Rusty Troutman has 7 and also a team-high 5 rebounds. 4 for Caleb Taylor, 3 points for Al Davis, and 2 points each for George Knott, Alex Cook, and Willie Sherfrons. Jarek Coles, Rhett Troutman, and Ben Wire did not score. For Midway, 9 points for Will Hudson, 3 of 4 from the field. All 3 of his field goals have been three-pointers. 4 points for Brandon Maxwell, and 3 each for Tyler Smothers, Bryson Harris, and Brandon Johnson. 2 for Jerry Milligan, and Chriselle Mitchell and Jake Logsdon played and did not score. Smothers is the leading rebounder for Midway, and he has 3. We'll come back with a halftime guest. Former Bellarmine Knight will join us. Guess about that during our break. 54-24. It is Bellarmine on top of Midway. We'll step aside, then return. This is Bellarmine men's basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network. Enjoy Chilton Medley CPAs and advisors offering a full range of accounting, audit, tax planning, and consulting services for
No, I can't do that.
No?
I can't remember what I did yesterday. Just another line of great kids, great young men that's come through this program. Product of St. X High School, right, Mr.
Yes,
Robinson?
Yep.
I don't know which team did you play on? I can't even remember that. Were you on the national championship team? Okay, all right. I'm
yes,
thinking
sir.
you were.
Yeah.
With Jeremy Kendall, Nick Holmes, who is also here today. That had to be a great think about that every now and then.
Oh yeah, every time. Every time I come into town, it was some great memories. The guys, we still get together every year, a couple times a year, do Friendsgiving, and just really stay in touch and contact with that group of guys. It was a special team.
Saw Benedetti here. He was here at the first home game this year.
Okay, yeah.
What compared? You probably don't want to do this, but compare that team to what you just saw this first half.
I mean, I saw a lot of good things. I mean, obviously, we were always good on the backboard, and this team dominated on the backboard in this first half. And then really just the offensive flow. I thought they moved the ball really well, making the extra pass and running the offense. As you can see with 54 points in the first half, the offense is really down right now. And then really on the defensive side, too, really just playing that help side defense and really trying to stay with your man. I can definitely bet some money that 50% from the three-point line is being discussed in the locker room right now. But that's really the only thing on the stat sheet so far.
3 or 4 shot clock violations.
Excellent. It's a very solid team, both on the offensive and defensive side. And that's wouldn't expect anything else from a Scotty Davenport team.
So you've been out of college now 3-4 years. You said time flies. What are you doing?
Working at Dollar General. Actually, about to get married January 7th.
Wow.
So that's approaching fast. Really excited to start that chapter in my life. Trying to convert her. She was Indianapolis Greyhounds. Yeah, she's a Greyhound. So trying to convert her to a Knight.
That shouldn't be very difficult.
So it's a mixed marriage.
Is she here today?
Is what you're
Is
saying.
she here today?
She's actually at a wedding shower. I couldn't convince her to come. So. Yeah, but no, everything's great. It's always nice to come back home and catch a game and just see what the new and the next update's going to be to Knights Hall. The new training facility is amazing.
Yeah.
And, just this program continues to grow and is really a special program.
You mentioned coming back into town. Where do you live now?
I moved down to Nashville about 2 years ago, Nashville, Tennessee.
So you become what, a Titans fan, a Predators fan?
Actually, I prefer the Predators. The Predators games are a lot of fun, always entertaining, and never really got into the NHL, being from Louisville, Kentucky. So.
Well, when you go see a game live like that, it's a lot different than television, isn't it?
Most definitely. Great environment, very similar to Knights Hall with the fans and always being engaged in the team.
What do you miss most about your days here? Did you miss anything about the schoolwork and classes that you took? Be honest now.
I missed the classes. I mean, mainly it was the team, and just we were a really close group of guys. Not only hanging out and having to practice every day together, but outside, we were always together, and just having that bond with your team, that's something that you're never going to get anywhere else, no matter in an office place or a group of friends. So that's definitely something special that I miss every day.
Yeah, it's been that way before you were here and after you've been here. This team is really, really close. Mm-hmm. I thought you guys were close, but this team might be even closer. Well, they really bond well.
And I think that's a sign of a great team, and that's that chemistry outside of that they're hanging out is going to show on the floor, and I think it does. It's represented in watching the team come out and play on a day-to-day basis.
Back to your fiance, is she from Louisville or Indianapolis?
Indianapolis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
A point guard, so hopefully we can make some,
make
some basketball players.
She played for Indianapolis?
She did.
Okay,
yes.
all right.
3 years
Well,
starter.
you might have a tough time convincing her then.
We appreciate you coming by here, and good luck with the wedding, certainly. And
thank you. Yeah,
happy
thank you for
holidays.
having me on. I always enjoy coming back.
All right. We will then take a break here and return here in just a moment as Bellarmine leads Midway 54-24. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
This is not.
As an outfielder, I always have my teammates' backs. Looking out for others is in my blood. With my dad in the Air Force, my mom raised 3 kids and taught us to persevere. She always told me, don't let softball define you. So I volunteer at treatment centers for abused women and hope to counsel victims of human trafficking in the future. It's time for me to step up to the plate. I'm Rachel Fox, and the GLVC is me.
back to Doug Orme and Mark Bugg.
Mark, what do you think here in the second half? Just more of the same, I would think, for Bellarmine.
We need Ben Wire to score some points. We need Caleb to get some more minutes and score some points. Just everybody, all those subs. Willie Sure-France needs to score some. We need Rhett to take a few shots, and it's all about the reserves getting some confidence.
We'll come back and get you ready for the start of the second half. Tip-off about a minute or so away. We'll come back after this 30-second timeout. This is Bellarmine Basketball, Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
Like Bellarmine.
And now, back to courtside for second half action of Bellarmine Knights men's basketball with Doug Orme and Mark Bugg.
Bellarmine with a 30-point lead here, and this has been their biggest lead of the game, and it'll be the Knights' ball as play resumes.
26-4 in the paint, Bellarmine. 13 baskets in the paint. The other ones have been three-point baskets. Nothing in between. And
I have to credit Midway because they've not backed down at all for Bellarmine and played very spiritedly. They averaged 69 points a game, giving up 89. But again, this is their first year as a program, and you can't repeat that enough. I mean, it is tough when you first start out.
They've played man-to-man. They've played 2-3. They've played a 1-3-1 trap. They've played a little half-court or full-court pressure. Done a lot of things.
Here's Eberhard, top of the circle. A bounce pass to Troutman, right of the lane to Jenkins. Now to Knott down low. Now Tyler Jenkins open for a three, and perfect. Jenkins with 3 threes.
George Knott passed up a layup in there.
Tyler with 12 points on the day. Here's Midway attacking, going from left to right here in this half. Smothers on the left wing to Maxwell. Maxwell drives and lost control of it, but was hit by Knott, I believe, so it'll come back to Midway.
It was a good spin move that time. George lucky to get his hand in there and knock it away.
Midway to inbound from the baseline. It comes in there to Smothers. Tyler out high left to Harris, and now to Maxwell at the top of the key. Bellarmine in that traditional man-to-man. Maxwell top of the circle. Eberhard switches on the defense, challenges the shot. It's missed, and Eberhard comes up with the rebound. We've played a minute of the second half. Davis, bounce pass right corner to Knott, to a cutting Troutman down the right of the lane, dumps it off to Eberhard. Eberhard came out through to Jenkins. Now back to Troutman in the right corner. His three is good.
Well, when he puts that arch on it, it goes in 9 out of 10 times.
Rusty Troutman with his 13th three-pointer of the season, 60-24. Bellarmine with the lead. Smothers at the top right to Johnson. Brandon on the dribble, left side of the key. A bounce pass to Harris out front. Harris gets it to Milligan, left side of the circle. Milligan working on Knott. Out front to Maxwell. And now throws back out front to Johnson. Works to the right of the lane. Into the right corner to Harris. His three is an air ball, rebounded by Knott to Davis. Up ahead to Troutman. Splits the defense. His shot hit the bottom of the backboard and is knocked out of bounds, and it'll be last touched by Midway, so it'll come back to Bellarmine.
Rusty checking his ears, thinking it may be bleeding, but I guess not. The referee's looking too.
Troutman, quick inbounds pass, and Eberhard right in front of the basket puts it in.
Another one in the paint. Another assist from out of bounds that time by Rusty Troutman.
62-24, Bellarmine with the lead. 18 minutes to go. It's been all Knights. Maxwell on the right side to Milligan. Milligan penetrates, goes baseline, and did he step out? He did. Turnover, Midway. The Eagles had 6 turnovers at the half. There's some little pressure here, but Midway quickly falls back. Knott will bring it up. Stops in backcourt to Davis. Hasn't come over the line yet. Now he walks it over. The insignia of the night here at Knights Hall. Davis to Eberhard in the foul circle, right corner to Jenkins. Tyler goes baseline in front to Eberhard, another layup.
Another assist for Jenkins to Eberhard that time.
15 for Adam Eberhard. And Bellarmine extends the lead 64-24. Brandon Johnson, right wing, out front to Maxwell. Maxwell hands behind him to Harris. Harris now gives it to Milligan, coming from left to right. Right side they go down to Maxwell. He misses from the right of the lane. The ball loose on the floor and last touched, I think, by Midway. It'll come back to Bellarmine. Jake Logsdon coming in, replacing Tyler Smothers for Midway. Coach Joe Krapinski in his first season starting this program essentially from scratch and having a tough go of it here today against one of the best teams in the nation in the Division II level. Troutman inside the left hash, out front to Eberhard, and now to Davis. Back to Eberhard, left wing to Troutman, looking down low, out front Davis. A pass to Eberhard on the catch, right of the circle to Troutman in the left corner. His shot is short. Logsdon cleans up the miss for Midway. Eberhard hit the deck, quickly hustles back. Harris into the right corner to Milligan, out front to Maxwell. Maxwell in the foul circle. Now high left to Johnson. Brandon stops and launches, way short. Troutman anticipated that, cut underneath the basket, caught the loose ball, feeds it into the right corner to Davis. Davis dribbles out on the right wing. Al fakes, puts down a couple of dribbles. A pass left side, Jenkins on the catch. Tyler to a cutting Troutman, nice pass underneath, and a reverse layup put in by Eberhard.
Boy, Adams got all the shots in that paint. Every basket tonight has been in the paint except for his 3 free throws.
Midway has not scored here in the opening 4.5 minutes. Maxwell, right side of the circle, into the right corner to Johnson. Johnson drives right of the lane to Milligan, left side of the bucket. Retreats on the dribble, comes out left of the lane. Out front to Harris, top of the key. Drives in the lane, ball loose and knocked away, and we've got a foul against Bellarmine. It'll go against Jenkins, and that will get us to our first timeout. 15:37 to play in the game. It's Bellarmine by 42, 66-24 the score. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
If you've been looking to buy a new or used car from a trusted
courtside for Bellarmine men's basketball.
Bellarmine is shooting 70% on the day, 26 out of 37. And Mark, really no surprise because the Great Lakes Valley Conference is the top shooting conference in Division II basketball. Overall, top to bottom, including every team, they shoot 48% from the field. Quincy, Drury, and Bellarmine are all in the top 10 nationally. In addition to all of that, the GLVC ranks second in three-point field goal percentage, 39%, and third in free throw percentage, 72%. So this is a great offensive league.
Yeah, it really is, and Bellarmine right there at the top of it. It's doing nothing to diminish that reputation today.
Harris at the free throw line misses the first shot. He'll have another one. The player of the week, by the way, for this past week in the GLVC, senior Miles Simulton of Lewis. He averaged 20 points and shot 68% from the field in victories over St. Joseph's and Indianapolis as Harris hits the second free throw. He's got 4 points. 66-25. Bellarmine the lead, and Alex Cook and Jarek Coles and Brent Bach have all checked in for the Knights. Here's Bach inside the left hash, out front to Knott. Now to Eberhard up top. Right side, they swing it to Coles. Coles looking down low. Instead goes out high to Bach, right side. To Cook, left of the circle. Alex in the foul circle. Down low to Bach. Goes up in traffic. Can't score. Logsdon with the rebound for Midway.
Brent thought he was going to get fouled on that one. Ends up not getting the call or the basket.
15 minutes to play in the game. Maxwell, right side of the circle. High left to Johnson. Open for three. It is wide right. And it goes out of bounds. And the shot was so off that Bellarmine couldn't come up with it.
No, it's a case of not watching the ball.
I was trying to give him more of an excuse. You're an old coach. You're going to.
And George got yelled at for letting that guy take an unmolested three.
Will Hudson checks in for Midway. I'm just too sympathetic to these players, aren't I? Here's the inbounds to Harris on the right wing. Out front to Logsdon. Now around the perimeter to Hudson. Maxwell down low to Milligan. And a foul.
Ooh, that's a tough call on Jarek.
Jarek Coles commits the foul. That'll be his second. And the team's second. So Midway gets it back. Comes into Hudson in the left corner. Way out front to Maxwell. Maxwell retreats on the dribble. Gives it to Harris, right of the key. Fakes Eberhard. Now to Logsdon up top. A bounce pass low, and Cook knocks it out of bounds. 16 seconds to shoot.
With his foot again. That's twice Alex has kicked it out of bounds today.
Milligan to inbound for Midway. Into the left corner to Hudson.
Boy, they got the instruction at halftime not to let Hudson take a three.
Hudson lets one fly. This one in and out and nearly went down the well, but it came out. Rebounded by Eberhard of Bellarmine. Works to the right side of the lane, and he is fouled. And it's on Maxwell, and that'll be his second foul and the first on the team. Ben Wire in for George Knott for Bellarmine.
A reminder that Raising Cane's is sponsoring the drive for 85. If Bellarmine scores 85 points or more, everyone in attendance will receive a buy one, get one offer from Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's, where our one love is quality chicken fingers.
And here's a three by Ben Wire from the top of the circle off the inbounds pass. Bellarmine inching closer to that 85 with 69 now and still 14 minutes to go. Left wing Hudson for Midway. 69-25 is the count, and a three from deep, that time by Bryson Harris.
Yeah, you just can't guard him out that far. Who's going to shoot a ball that far out?
Bryson Harris. 69-28. Bellarmine with the lead. Eberhard deep in the right corner. Down low it goes to Cook. Alex left the layup short. He slaps the loose ball back out to Eberhard to a cutting Bach. Now to Cook, right baseline. Out front Eberhard. Left of the circle to Wire. Underneath to Bach. To a cutting Eberhard and lays it in, and he's fouled by Logsdon.
It's a passing clinic out there right now by the Knights.
Eberhard with 19 points, 8 in this half. The foul goes against Logsdon, his second, and the team's second. Alex Cook out, Skylar Hunter in for Bellarmine. And Rusty Troutman will come back for the Knights here in a moment. Eberhard at the line has hit his average with still 13:27 to go, and Eberhard hits the free throw. He's got 20.
Double figures every game today, or every game this year so far for Adam.
Averages 7 rebounds, 2.5 assists, and his shooting percentage of 62% will likely go up.
Yep. Everything in the paint today.
72-28 Bellarmine, 13:15 to go. Harris a three from the right of the circle this time, no good. Bach tips the rebound to himself. Here come the Knights, ahead to Coles, front court right side. Coles stop and go, stutter step dribble. Left side to Hunter for a three, off the mark, and Maxwell collects the carom for Midway. Maxwell straight up on the dribble, leaves it to Milligan right of the lane. His teardrop runner in the lane doesn't go, and Hunter rebounds for Bellarmine. To Coles, right side to Troutman. Pass on the left wing to Bach to a cutting Hunter. Skylar missed the layup, and Logsdon comes down with a loose ball. Up ahead to Milligan. 12:35 to go, 72-28. Bellarmine with the lead. Knights roared out of the gate, and they haven't looked back. Maxwell floats a pass to Harris, right of the lane, and Harris stepped on the sideline. Coming back in for Midway is Brandon Johnson.
Skyler, they're all telling Skyler he's okay, and he's shaking his head. He missed that wide open layup down the lane there last possession.
72-28 Bellarmine, 12:23 to play. Coles front court to Troutman on a bit of a weave. Sideline right, Bach takes it out front to Coles. Coles a screen from Wire to the left of the key. Jarek into the paint, and he's wrapped up before he could get a shot away. And this is a foul against Midway's Jerry Milligan. First foul on Milligan. Third on the team. Rhett Troutman coming in for Bellarmine. The Knights have substituted liberally all day, and he replaces older brother Rusty Troutman, and now Caleb Taylor back in, replacing Skylar Hunter.
Skylar will be back. I'm not sure Rusty will, huh?
Yeah, hard to tell. Coles deep on the right side to Ben Wire, down in the right corner, out to Rhett Troutman. Now out front to Coles. Coles down the lane, fakes, underneath to Rhett Troutman, misses the layup, tried to rush it a little bit, and Brandon Johnson comes away with it for Midway. He comes all the way into the offensive end, left baseline, and turns and scores. Brandon Johnson now has 5, and it's 72-30 Bellarmine. 11:45 to go.
2 straight possessions. Bellarmine's had layups and missed them.
Here's Caleb Taylor, baseline right, stripped away by Logsdon, who didn't like the call. Logsdon commits his 3rd foul and the 4th on the team, and that'll get us to a timeout. 11:38 left. Bellarmine on top of Midway 72-30. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
Doug Orme and Mark Bug.
Bellarmine leading Midway 72-30 with 11:38 to play in the ball game. If you're wondering about maybe Bellarmine's field goal percentage, the record 71.7. They hit 38 out of 53 against Southern Illinois Edwardsville back during the 2003-2004 season. Their percentage now is down well below that, 63.6%. That's still excellent shooting, but they have missed some here in the second half. They're only at 50%, if you could call that being cold from the field.
What's our assist record?
I'll have to look at that here in a second.
23 today so far. It's still 11 and a half minutes to go.
37.
Yeah, we might break that.
Here's Coles, left side of the circle, drives, underhand scoop by Jarek is off the mark. It came out of there, and here comes Milligan the other way for Midway, going from left to right. A pass rolls into the left corner. Milligan got it back. Now to Johnson, left side of the lane. Out front to Hudson against Rhett Troutman. Right side to Johnson. Johnson, high right to Hudson. Now out front to Maxwell. He pumps up a 3, straight on look. It doesn't go, and Coles collects the rebound for Bellarmine. A pass on the right side to Bach. Shovels it off to Wire, left of the lane. And his bounce pass stolen away by Calhoun. Tried to get it to Rhett Troutman. Calhoun drives and lays it in for Midway. Will Calhoun with 11 points for the Eagles. Bach down low to Taylor. Caleb reverse layup doesn't go. The rebound to Maxwell. Bellarmine can't score here all of a sudden from right near the basket.
It's 3 layups in there we've missed.
Johnson to Maxwell up top. Back to Johnson, right of the lane. Out front to Logsdon. Now to Maxwell. A bounce pass low. Batted away by Bach. He goes after it. The scramble. And let's see if we have a foul called or. No, it is a foul. It's on Bach.
Wow.
That'll be his first foul.
Pretty tough foul on Brent Bach. That's a good hustle.
Willie Sherfron's coming back for Bellarmine, replacing Ben Wire. 10:29 to go. Knights by 40, 72-32. Crizel Mitchell back in for Midway. Calhoun, a three from the left corner is good again. Or rather, Will Hudson from Calhoun, Kentucky, hits the three-pointer. He's got 14 points now. And Bellarmine's lead down 72-35.
7 threes for Midway.
Troutman on the angle right, out front to Bach. Looping pass low to Taylor, makes a good catch, goes up and scores.
Nice play, kept the ball high, caught it high, kept it high. Good pass, alley-oop pass there by Brent Bach.
Taylor with 6 points for Bellarmine, 74-35, midway through the half. Smothers is back in for Midway. He's got it at the top of the key to Johnson, down the right of the lane, split the defense and laid it in.
It's a tough shot. That was through 3 defenders there, and Caleb should have knocked that one up in the stands and just swatted and missed.
Yeah, he kind of reached there and just couldn't come up with the ball. Sherfron's between the circles. High right to Taylor. Caleb whips a pass down low to Bach, trying to save it back in. Couldn't do it. And the Knights turn it over. Jenkins and Davis come back in for Bellarmine. Skylar Hunter also back for the Knights. Taylor and Rhett Troutman sitting down. So it's Jenkins, Davis, Hunter, Sherfrons, and Bach for Bellarmine. Milligan angles right at long range for Midway. Guarded by Jenkins. Out front it comes to Mitchell. High left to Hudson. Hudson up top to Smothers. Back to Hudson in the left corner. Will puts down a couple of dribbles. Into the left corner to Mitchell. He drives, has an alley to the bucket. Can't score, but he is fouled in there. That one is going to go against Skylar Hunter. That'll be his second foul.
Skylar there trying to block it. Willie Sherfrant's trying to help in there and block it too, but either one of them.
Crizel Mitchell at the line. The freshman from Detroit has not scored today. Adam Eberhard will come back for Bellarmine in a moment. And Mitchell, a 45% foul shooter, missed the first. Sherfrons is now out, and Bach is out as well. Eberhard, Jenkins, Alex Cook has come back in. Hunter and Davis for Bellarmine. Free throw goes for Mitchell. So he's got a point, 74-38. Bellarmine with the lead, under 9 minutes to play. Cook at the top right. Foul line extended, Eberhard to a cutting Jenkins. He lays it in.
Didn't take Eberhard very long to get an assist. Jenkins right down the right side of the lane.
Jenkins' season high is 17. He's got 14 now for Bellarmine. Smothers, top right. Puts it on the deck, drives, and he's fouled. Jenkins reaching in. Got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Second foul against Tyler Jenkins, and the fifth on Bellarmine with 8:38 to go.
Tyler doing a little jig, thought he got all ball that time.
Kind of running in place there. Smothers at the stripe. Free throw is good, so he's got 4.
Coach Davenport getting on Tyler a little bit. If he doesn't open up, Smothers never tries to drive through the lane.
Wonder if Smothers has a brother. The Smothers brothers, they would have. Free throw is around and no good. Rebounded by Cook. As we date ourselves a little.
Tommy Smothers, what was the other one?
Dick Smothers?
Dick Smothers, okay.
Inside the left hash is Tyler Jenkins. Jenkins left to the key. Now to Cook. His three-pointer left side is not there. And Tyler Smothers rebounds for Midway. Front court, into the left corner to Mitchell. Out high left to Johnson, and out to Smothers between the rings. 8:10 to go in the game. Bellarmine up 76-39. Top right now, Milligan retreats on the dribble with 10 seconds to shoot. Milligan working on Cook. 6 seconds to shoot. Milligan drives it right of the circle to Hudson. His three is off the mark, and a rebound to Brandon Johnson down the left side of the lane. And he's called for steps as he started his move towards the basket. 7:52 left. That gets us to a timeout. Bellarmine cruising to what would be their 8th victory of the season in 9 starts. The 7th-ranked Knights lead Midway 76-39. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
Hello, Bellarmine family.
Mark Bug.
Coming up later in the broadcast, we'll have our Burkhead Heating and Cooling Hot Player of the game. Bellarmine leading Midway 76-39 with 7:52 left. Bellarmine's shooting has cooled off here in the second half. The Knights are 9 of 19 for 47%. Still 61% for the game.
25 baskets, 25 assists on 30 baskets, and only 4 turnovers by the Knights today.
76-39. Here's Eberhard, a pass down low to Cook. Right back to Eberhard, cutting to the basket, and he's fouled. Little give and go there between Eberhard and Cook. Smothers with the foul. Mark is fourth.
That was a horrible pass by Eberhard that time to Alex Cook. It was supposed to be a lob. Alex was ready to go up and get it, but it was a very flat pass. Adam knew it as soon as he let go, too, and he just drove the lane, and Alex threw it right back to him.
Eberhard now 5 of 5 from the free throw line as he hits the first. He's got 21 points. Eberhard's career high is 24. He had that against Alabama Huntsville when he picked up his first career double-double. Next free throw missed, but he gets the rebound after Hunter got a hand on it to keep it alive. Coles at the top right. Gives it back to Cook, right of the lane, to a cutting Eberhard. Now back to Hunter. Bounce pass to Cook. Lost it, got it back. Now Bach in the right corner. His three is good.
He loves those corner shots. Good hustle that time by Alex Cook to get control of that one and get it over to Alex or Brent for that shot.
Here is Hudson, steps inside the line and knocks down a two-pointer from the left wing. Hudson has he's got 16 points. Freshman, 6'1", 165 pounds, but he can knock him down. 80-41 Bellarmine. Coles a pass down low. Eberhard by himself, and he lays it in again. Eberhard 10 in this half, Mark, or 12 rather.
He's wearing the paint off the floor in there.
He's got 23 points, 82-41. Bellarmine with the lead. Brandon Johnson stops on the right wing, misses a 12-footer. Cook comes in to grab the Bellarmine board, comes to the offensive end. A bounce pass, a pass to Hunter, missed the layup, got it back, and is fouled by Midway.
That was dunkable for Schuyler. I don't know why he didn't try to slam that one. That was a great pass by Cook. Rifled that one in there, and Schuyler tried to lay it up and got it blocked.
Harris with the foul, his second, and Schuyler Hunter at the free throw line, who has 2 threes today, 6 points. And he'll have a couple of free throws, and the first is good. George Nott and Ben Wire come back in, replacing Eberhard and Cook for Bellarmine. Eberhard with 23 points. Hunter getting ready for his second one. Perfect. So Schuyler with 8, and now he'll sit down, and Caleb Taylor comes back in. Bellarmine's season high for points this year, 97. They got that against Florida Southern. And they also hit 11 threes in that game. That's their season high from behind the stripe. They've knocked down 10 so far today as Brandon Johnson drives for Midway and lays it in for his 9th point, 84-43. Bellarmine on top.
1 point away from raising Canes 85.
Here is Wire, pass on the left side to Coles. Coles step back 3, left corner. It is off the mark. Wire tips, got it over to Caleb Taylor. Missed one inside, and Smothers rebounds for Midway. Gets it front court to Harris. Bryson dribbles behind his back, clears it out front to Mitchell. Launches a 3, straight on, in and out. Bach grabs the board for Bellarmine. 5:45 to go. 84-43. Bellarmine.
Fans know.
There's a layup by Taylor, puts him over the 85 mark.
Especially the students, they always know. Raising Canes 86 points there for the Knights.
Smothers up top, high right to Mitchell. Now left of the circle, Smothers, his rainbow 3, off the mark. Rebound fought for, underneath Mitchell, got it back. Shot blocked by Wire, and Bach comes down with a loose ball. Bach to a driving Coles, his shot blocked, followed up by Taylor, he put it in.
Good hustle by Taylor to get down the floor to clean that mess up.
Taylor has 10 in double figures for the first time in his career at Bellarmine. 88-43. Hudson right side of the circle. Bellarmine with the lead. Midway the ball. 4:50 left. High right to Smothers. Smothers bounce pass to Bryson Harris at the top. Harris fakes right, goes left. Step back 18-footer, count it. Harris.
Good defense. George Knott right with him the whole time.
Harris has 9 points.
Shot it right in George's face.
88-45 Bellarmine, 4.5 to play. Bach on the left side to Coles. Now to Wire, left of the lane against Mitchell to a cutting Bach. Reverse layup good by Brent Bach. Brent with 13.
Assists just keep adding up for the Knights.
Bach's season high, or career high, is 16 this year, and season high. Here's a stoppage as Bellarmine brings in a host of new players. It'll be Midway's ball as the pass was knocked out of bounds. It'll come back into the Eagles. 90-45, Bellarmine with the lead. And Calhoun, left side to Bryson Harris, left of the lane, out front to Brandon Harris. He drives, or Brandon Johnson rather, and he missed the layup. Foul against Bellarmine.
No, Troutman got him.
Rhett Troutman with his first foul. And it'll be Johnson on the free throw line for Midway. Free throw up and good by Johnson, so he's in double figures with 10. Harris is 1 point shy of double figures for Midway, and Hudson is already there with a team high 16. Next one by Johnson, perfect, so he's got 11. 90-47, Bellarmine as we near the 4-minute mark. Jenkins to Rhett Troutman, sideline right. Out high right to Jenkins. Now comes toward the center of the court, left of the key to Cook. Out front to Troutman, now to Shorefrons. Out top right, Willie puts down a couple of dribbles. Gets it to Cook, right of the lane to Jenkins. Right side to Hunter on the wing. Schuyler back in the game for Bellarmine as well. Rhett Troutman drives into the paint, fakes, tries to pass it off. Knocked away and a steal by Midway. There's a drive by Hudson and he lays it in.
Not sure where Rhett was trying to throw that one, but Midway gets a layup to the other end.
Troutman had a shot at as he came into the lane.
Yep.
Troutman out front to Cook, right of the circle to Hunter. Schuyler right of the lane, stops underneath Shorefrons, puts down a dribble, hooks it up and in with the right hand. Willie with 4.
Willie's proved so much this year. He's pretty good left-handed and right-handed in that little short hook shot.
92-49 Bellarmine. Top right to Logsdon, who's checked back for Midway. Out front now to Harris. Harris to Hudson, now Logsdon, right side of the lane. Logsdon spins between two defenders. Cross-court pass left side to Harris. Harris with 6 seconds to shoot, drives, misses the shot, and Rhett Troutman with the board for Bellarmine with 2:40 to go. Now Hunter on the angle right to Jenkins. Down low it goes to Cook, or rather Shorefrons, and a whistle and a foul underneath against Midway. That'll go against Logsdon, and that'll be his 4th foul. And that'll get us to a timeout. 2:35 left. More subs coming back for Bellarmine when we return for the final 2:35. Come back and join us. The Knights 92, Midway 49. This is Bellarmine basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.
Back to courtside for Bellarmine men's basketball.
The Knights are shooting 61% today, and they lead Midway 92-49. Their season high in field goal percentage is 60.3. That was against McKendree last week.
30 assists, 36 baskets. Not going to break that record. Those 2-3 layups in there we missed. Going to cost us the assist record.
Sherfrons missed the free throw. Here comes Midway with Maxwell out front. 2:25 left in the left corner to Johnson. Brandon drives. Tried to get it back to Logston. It's knocked away. Sherfrons saved it in bounds. Cook now rescues it. And Alex comes to the offensive end. Out front to Rhett Troutman. Left side to Bach. Out front to Wire. Now to Troutman. Rhett top of the circle to Sherfrons. Left side to Wire. Bend into the paint. Little fade away from 6 feet. Doesn't go. Tipped by Cook. No. Alex got it back. Turnaround 6-footer. No. Tip Rhett Troutman. No. Wire up. No. But he's fouled. Well, that'll hurt your percentage there, but it will help your offensive rebounding numbers.
Ben and Alex kind of dominating the boards in there. Can't get a basket to go in.
Logston is just fouled out of the game. He did not score for Midway. Grizel Mitchell back in to replace him. And Ben Wire, who has a 3-point field goal today, will be at the free throw line, averaging 3.5 points and a rebound and a half per game. Wire will have 2 here. And the first is good. Ben scored 5 points in 6 minutes the other night down at Christian Brothers.
Yep. He's getting a little better each game. Getting that foot in shape. Getting his body in shape because of that foot.
Free throw up and good by Wire, so he's got 5. 94-49. Bellarmine the lead with 1:55 to go. Brandon Johnson now to Mitchell at the left of the circle. Bounce pass to Maxwell. His jumper right of the key, no good. More for the rebound is won by Midway as Alsur Lewis has just checked in for the first time. He had the offensive rebound, but his pass back to a teammate was low and skidded out of bounds, so the Eagles turn it over. The Knights with the ball. Bach inside the left hash, out front to Caleb Taylor, top right to Cook, down the right side to Rhett Troutman. A bounce pass low right to Wire. Ben turns and faces, puts it on the floor, working right of the lane. Out to Cook on the right wing. Stop and go move by Cook, drives and scores.
That's the toughest shot he's had today. That's a beautiful shot by Alex Cook.
He's got 4, and now the other way, a charge against Midway with 1:16 left.
Rhett Troutman took a hard blow in there that time. He saw that one coming from half court. He was ready.
Brandon Johnson commits it for Midway, his second foul. And Bellarmine with the ball, leading 96-49. And if the Knights score here, they'll have a new season high in points. Wire, left side to Bach. 1:05 to play. Bach looping pass down low, intercepted by Mitchell. He and Cook tie up there. It's a possession ruling, and it'll come back to Midway with 1:01 to go.
Brent Bach just kept looking and looking and looking. You can't do that. That weak side guy sees that too, and he knew the pass was coming.
96-49. Bellarmine with the lead. Mitchell guarded by Wire. Now to Maxwell, left side of the key. Left side to Johnson. Back to Maxwell. Now to Lewis, right side of the circle. Out front there to Hudson. Hudson on the dribble. He's the leading scorer for Midway today. He'll launch a deep 3 and knock in another one. Hudson has hit 5 threes. And he has 21 points, 96-52. Bellarmine the lead with 32 seconds to go.
Every time Hudson shoots it, it looks like it's going in. He's a good player.
Wire at the left side to Cook. Here's a lob pass. Wire in traffic, scores it.
Good pass for Alex Cook out on the wing to Ben for the layup.
He's got 7 points, and Bellarmine has 98, and that's their new season high. Mitchell, to Johnson. Deep on the left sideline. He goes baseline on Rhett Troutman and lost the ball. Cook with the interception. And Bellarmine will just walk it up and win this game 98-52. Bellarmine with the victory. They improve to 8-1 on the year. Midway falls to 1-11. And Midway in their very first year, I think Mark came in here, battled, didn't back down a step, and given their progress and their level of play and talent level at this point, gave a good account of themselves.
They did.
Really.
They played hard the entire ball game. Didn't give up. They got a long way to go to be competitive in in that conference, but good, not a bad showing by Midway.
We will talk with one of the Knights here, maybe.
I didn't grab anybody, but I think we're going to get Caleb Taylor.
Here he is. Caleb's going to come around.
Sit down. He's planning on staying a while.
Yeah, he'll learn here as we go through the routine here. He's going to get settled in here and put the headset on. And now he is all set. Bring that mic down there a little closer. There you go, Caleb. Thanks for coming on here. What did you think of the effort today by your team coming in here at home for the first time in quite some time?
It was a great effort. I mean, he was pushing us all during practice the week about our turnovers because we've been having way too many each game. Our goal today was keep it under 10. I'm pretty sure we've done that today. A total of 6, so we done our job.
Yeah, that's a season low, by the way. It made 7 twice, and now 6 today. How are you feeling? You had the start to the season, and then you got the back spasms, and that set you back a little bit. How do you feel today?
I feel a lot better now. It was a slow start, but now I'm back to full health pretty much, and I'm just trying to get better every day.
Let me ask you about sitting out and watching. As a freshman, you know you want to come in and contribute and be a part of things. Do you get worried when you're not able to play?
I do a little bit, but I know that all the guys are going to take care of their business, and I just hope I can help them get better every day, even if I'm hurt or I'm just not playing. Just every day at practice, help them get better.
And did you learn anything by watching? And if so, what did you learn?
Oh, for sure. If you don't talk, you're not playing long. And if you don't move your feet on defense, you're on the bench for sure.
I can remember, I guess, one practice where he said, look, just because you're a freshman, you can't talk, and he was trying to encourage you to become more involved.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely about vocal on defense, so if you can't talk, you're not playing.
What about if you don't block out? What happens then?
Oh, you're definitely on the bench, and you're running behind the bench.
He'll install a treadmill back here before too long.
I wouldn't be surprised.
We haven't got to talk to you this year. Give me some differences between high school last year and Division I basketball or Division II basketball this year.
Well, the pace is a lot quicker. That's the hardest thing to get used to. My high school coach tried to push us as hard as we can, but you can't really prepare for a college level because everyone's here because they can play, and it's just completely different. But it's fun.
Lost a lot of weight. How'd you get that off?
Coaches pushing me every day, trainers, all the other players, confidence in me.
All right. Well, we appreciate you coming out. 10 points, 5 rebounds today. It's a good effort.
You want to talk about nicknames, or we'll just pass that on until next time?
We'll pass that on.
Okay,
all right.
Thank you.
That's Caleb Taylor, the freshman from London, out of South Laurel High today. 10 points and 5 rebounds. Post-game programming coming up shortly. We will continue with that after we take this timeout. And don't forget that Burkhead Heating and Cooling Hot Player of the Game will be coming your way in just a few moments as well. This is Bellarmine Basketball on the Louisville Catholic Sports Network.